Hello beautiful people, in today's video I'm going to be doing a throwback of sorts using the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette and a couple other shades from a different palette that I threw in just to bring this look together. But yeah, if you guys want to see how I got this look, then let's get right into it. Alright, so going in with the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Remastered palette, I'm going to actually be working with the shade Pink Diamond, and I think Demure, and probably Cocoa. I was going to use this little L'Oreal Older. Who remembers these? Does anyone remember these? Oh my gosh. I used to seek these out like they were candy. This one's a continuous Cocoa, and I started using some on this side, but I realized it's a little too dark, and I wanted something a little more lighter, and I don't think it's going to go as nicely as I think the Cocoa color would go. I think these two colors look really nice together, and I don't remember ever pairing those together before, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to leave this eye alone, fix it up off camera, but I'm going to start off with the shade Demure, the lighter peachy color, just to give the... I usually don't start off with a lighter transition because it doesn't usually ever work out. The shade that I'm putting on, what am I trying to say? Usually when I start off with a lighter color to like blend the crease color into, it doesn't work because the next color that I put on, which is going to be that Cocoa color, always gets caught on my brow bone there, and it creates like a hard edge. But I'm going to try it today just to see. I mean, it might not, it might. It usually does that 8 times out of 10, so I'm hoping this will be one of those 2 times that it doesn't do it. Alright, going in with the same brush, I'm going to take Cocoa on that same brush and just blend that in. Now my camera setup is slightly different today. I don't know if it is going to help me stay in frame better or what, but we're going to try it out. And by camera setup being different, I just mean I'm sitting lower, so the camera is more up here, and the mirror is not as in your face. I'm trying to really not to put the mirror in the frame anymore, but sometimes it's not gonna work. Anyways, okay, that's looking pretty. I like the way that's looking. It turned out more on the... It's leaning more orange on my skin tone, which is interesting. I wanted it to lean more brown, but... Look at me doing neutral eye. I did quite a dramatic purple eye yesterday, so sometimes I like to alternate between like colorful looks and then a little bit more like, I don't want to say toned down, but a little more neutral. Sometimes I do crave a little bit of neutral, but the neutral look still has to like satisfy my glamour side. So I'm just taking that Cocoa shade on a tightly, like a more dense brush here. This is the MAC 217. I haven't bought new brushes in ages. I just use what I have, and they've kept well over the years the way I wash them, so that's cool. Taking some on my finger just because I want it to go more towards the lash line, and those brushes are not working. I mean, I could take this flat brush, but like, talking and doing makeup is so hard for me to do. I don't know why I keep trying. Because the chat to get ready with me is chatting and getting ready with me. Alright. And if you can hear banging, it's the people upstairs. They are renovating the apartment. And the walls are thin, so you can hear. Okay, that's not building up quite as intense as I thought it would. I'm not sure if that's normal for this, or if it's just because this palette is like not new anymore, but I mean it's not that old either. What, a couple years old? Maybe it's not supposed to be built up to be like crazy dark. Alright, we'll leave it there and see how it goes. I'm going to take a glitter glue in order to put that Pink Diamond shade down just to give it the most impact. I don't really think it does need a lot, but I'm going to give it a little bit, just because I do that with all my shimmers. Okay, so taking a little bit of glitter glue and patting it all over the lid. Well, the first half, not all over. Wiping it off, and I'm going to go in with my finger to the pink diamond shade. Like, that color is so pretty. Gorgeous. Alright. Here we go. Oh, yeah. What a gorgeous color. I always want to use colors like these more often, but I never do. And then every time I do wear them, I'm like, I need to wear these colors more often. And then I never do. Just so many other colors to wear. I only have 2 eyeballs. Maybe I should start wearing one color eyeshadow on different eyes. That's kind of a trend lately. On the internet, that is. I don't know how well I'll be received in everyday life walking around with one blue eye and one green eye. Or like a rose gold eye and then a gold eye on the other side. Alright, I'm just taking a little bit of that cocoa color and blending it to the outer crease to blend those 2 colors together. Alright, this is turning out to be pretty. It's soft. I think I would like a little more depth in the outer corner, but we'll see if I can accomplish that after I apply eyeliner, if I'm going to apply eyeliner today. Okay, for the inner corner, what am I going to use? Is there anything in here? I wonder what this rose gold shade looks like. Will that look pretty? I don't know. Maybe I'll just take... Alright, so I have this little quad here of MAC eyeshadows that I use to blend into the inner corner and just like add a sheen. I think I'm going to use... Give me 1 second here while I evaluate the situation. That could work. What about that one? That's too frosty. Okay, so my trusty, what is this one? I'm just going to take it out of the pan here. Naked Lunch. I'm going to take Naked Lunch. Who's having major throwbacks from Naked Lunch if you remember when like MAC eyeshadows were all the rage back in the day. Old school YouTube. Alright, I'm just taking that on my fluffy brush just to blend. And this fluffy brush is from Urban Decay. It's not available anymore. I think it came with one of the palettes. I don't remember which one. It's been so long. But I like it for diffusing shimmer color to be a soft wash. Okay, so that is that. I like the way that blended in. I'm just going to go ahead and add some more pink diamond with my finger. And then for the brow bone highlight, I'm probably going to take Strange from Urban Decay. Just because I want a matte, I want a satin, not a super shimmer. And then I'm going to go ahead and do eyeliner and catch the other eye up. Alright, so finished up with the other eye. I did apply my foundation just to save a little bit of time. And for foundation I mixed Strobe Cream and the Estee Lauder Double Wear. And the shade is, I used today's 3W1 Tawny. I don't even know if this is still available anymore. I'm not sure. But, anyways. Okay. The only thing I did differently while I was off camera finishing up this eye was I did add a little bit of Demure, and I put that in this area right here on both sides, and I also took it and helped blend out the cocoa shade also, just because I find that, oh, 1 second, because I find when I apply my shadow and then when I apply my foundation, I always find I have to go over and like blend out and like finish diffusing everything. That's the only thing I don't like about doing my eyes first and then foundation. But yeah, so that's how it's looking. This look is really giving me Pat McGrath. Come on, Sebastian. He's being extremely clingy today. He doesn't want to be by himself, but yet anytime I hit record and start talking, he gets attitudey. But this look is giving me serious Pat McGrath vibes. This palette here, the Bronze Seduction. So this color is similar to the color I have on my lid. And then these colors are similar to Demure and then the Cocoa shade. Interesting. It would have been interesting to do one shade using the Huda, one side of my face, one eye using the Huda Beauty, and the other eye with the Pat McGrath, just to see how they compare. But yeah, so after that, I don't think I'm going to put any eyeliners because I'm trying to get away from using eyeliner lately, just because I want to increase my lid space, and when I put eyeliner, it does take a little bit of space away. So I don't think I'm going to do any today, but I am going to put on concealer. And for concealer, I'm still using the Rare Beauty, the sample that I got. I squeezed it out into a little empty MAC sample pot, and I've just been using that. So I'm just going to take a dab and apply that now. It's not a bad foundation, concealer, but I wouldn't repurchase it again. I do like a little bit more heavier of a coverage, and I'm not putting on the MAC brightening, what is that called? Bright Forecast? I'm not doing that today just because I'm in a bit of a rush. Really, dude? And I'm not really going anywhere other than the grocery store today, so I don't really feel the need. So I'm not going to use it. Alright, so taking my smaller sponge now and just blending it into the inner corners. And I do find I have to, this does settle a little bit into the fine lines that I have under my eyes. So as I'm like doing, I have a little hair here, sorry, one sec. There we go. As I'm going about doing the rest of my makeup, I have to take this and like re-dab it out because it does settle, and but I can't set my under eyes because I have yet to find a powder that doesn't make me look like an 80-year-old lady. So I'll just stick with concealers that set themselves and be done with it. Okay, so for powder, dude, I'm filming. You have to chill out. I'm just going to put him there. I'm using this Fenty Beauty powder in butter. And I'm using that because this foundation I mixed it with strobe cream, and if I don't set it with a powder that's got a little bit more oomph to it for oil control, I will be a greasy, shiny mess. I'm just taking a little bit out and putting it into the lid of my MAC container. And the reason why I do that is because I find it easier to get even application than just using it straight out of this container. So that's what I do for that. And I'm just going to dust it on the areas that I need it, which is my nose, forehead, and chin. Now I do have another powder that I use to control, to help diminish the pores by my nose. Sometimes I do this, sometimes I don't. But I'm just taking a little sponge, and this is the Bare Minerals Mineral Veil Powder. I have some in the lid, that's why I can't turn it. It's the original Mineral Veil. And I just take a little bit. I have another powder too that I use that does this exact same thing. I will show it to you in a second. And I just take it on this part of my face here. And it really just helps like take the pores away. Like, let me zoom in here so you can see. Hopefully you can see. So you see how this side, the pores are more visible? And you see how this side, they're like blurred out here? I mean, not so much right here because I didn't bring it down that far, but I mean, it does a good job at taking the pore size. Ooh, it does a good job at taking the pore size down. Sometimes when I'm going for a really glowy look, this doesn't really look right because I'm like glowy everywhere else. But if I find the foundation I'm using needs it, like some foundations do a great job at blurring it by itself. The other powder that I like to use in its place is, it's by Stellar. I'm not even sure if this is available on Sephora anymore, but it's the Stellar Haze powder. And it's the same idea, it's a blurring powder. I do know that there are some powders out there, I forget which one, I want to try a couple. I think there's one from Charlotte Tilbury, and there might be one from Pat McGrath. I'm seeing it on some YouTubers talking about it, like blurring properties. Or I think there's also one from e.l.f. that I want to try, but I don't know if I'll be able to get my hands on the e.l.f. one. Anyways, for bronzer today, I'm not going to use this because I'm not really going for a super glowy look. I just kind of want to get my makeup done and over with. That doesn't sound very fun, but it's true. So I'm just going to go in with my Maybelline City Bronzer. I woke up late today and I wanted to have this filmed and done before now, but I slept in. Okay, and for contour, I'm going to use this Smashbox contour. It came from a Masterclass palette, but, you know, that's just what I'm using. Can't buy it anymore, it's gone. Use whatever contour you have. I know I'm not very exciting on my channel. I don't have a lot of like the latest, newest things, but like I can't keep up, and I don't want to have like 20 bronzers when I only use one. Like I don't know, that's not my channel. Okay, so quickly for brows, I'm going to use my Essence Make Me Brow. I have my staples, and unless I'm looking to replace it or find something better, that is it. I do like trying out new products, but also I don't at the same time, because a lot of times I don't know. I find whenever I try new products, I don't have a very good makeup day just because there's like a learning curve with like how things blend and how things wear. I kind of just like to know what I'm getting when I'm putting something on, so experimenting isn't always fun for me. That's why I play with different colored eyeshadows. I feel like that's more like, that's what I like to do. Okay, so for highlight, you know what, I haven't used this one for a while. This one's by CoverGirl. And I'm going to mix these two together. Nice glowy finish. See, this product makes me want to try more drugstore products because this is so fantastic. Like, this is my favorite highlight. One of my favorite highlights, next to the few high-end ones that I have that I really do enjoy. What? I'm so sorry for him being so squawky. Okay. Sorry. Dude, I can't put you away because you're just gonna squawk. Let me go try and put him on his cage to see if that makes him stop screaming at me. Okay, so he is put away, and for blush, I gotta make this fast because my skin is feeling, because I put powder here, my skin's starting to feel dry. I'm gonna throw it way back with my blush today and use the Tarte Amazonian Clay blushes. I think they still make these, right? But this is the shade Adored. It's a pink, a bubblegum pink, and I thought that would look cool with my look today. Where's my blush brush? There it is. Okay. Alright, hopefully pink will look good. Yeah, pink will look good. Alright. They still smell good. I like the smell of these. I don't know what they remind me of, but they remind me of something. Not sure. Okay, that looks nice. Alright. Okay. Going a little overboard there now. And I'm just going to blend this all in with my dual fiber brush. Sorry for that, guys. Okay. Today is not a day where filming seems to be going smooth. It seems like Sebastian's upset, my phone's going off, there's noise upstairs. It's one of those days where I'm trying to film a video and nothing's going properly. Anyways, I think I'm going to spray my face, and then I'm going to do my brows off camera just because they take a little bit of time, and I'm trying to make this video not super long. And then I will come back and do the lower lash line, and I will pick a lip out. Alright, zooming in, I'm just going to bring you in a little closer just to do the lower lash line so you can see it a little bit better. I'm going in with the NARS pencil in Hollywoodland. It's gold. And I'm doing this because the color I'm going to put on, of course, I'm not going to stick with the Huda Beauty palette because it's me, and when do I ever stick with one palette? But I am going to take the shade Cocoa from that palette and bring it on the outer half here. And I probably should have used a different pencil brush because that came on really strong. Gonna blend the edges here with a bit of Cocoa and Demure. Okay, and then this is a little palette that I created. I took the original shades out of it and I put in different ones that I was when I was traveling. Anyways, I'm not sure if that video is going to be up or if it will be up, but this will be in that video. If you haven't seen it, you know the story of this. I just haven't changed it back yet because I'm waiting to do that video. As of this moment, I haven't filmed it yet, but I plan on filming it either today or tomorrow. Probably not today. Probably tomorrow or Saturday. But I'm taking the shade from, this shade is from the Natasha Denona Gold palette. It's the shade Lime Chrome. And I'm going to take that on this part of my eye right here. And I apologize that my phone keeps going off. I didn't turn it on quiet when I was... Oh wow, this is pulling more chartreuse than green. It's interesting, the different color. It's interesting what different colors pull when they're placed against different colors. Does that make any sense? Anyways, I'm just going to blend that in a little bit to the brown. And then for the inner corner, I haven't quite decided what I'm going to use because this now threw me off. Give me one moment to decide. Alright, well I thought about what I was going to use for my inner corner. I did this eye, and I needed something that was gold, but like also goldy green, but not as intense as what I used down here. So I'm dipping into the Subculture palette, and I'm taking the shade Electric. And I'm going to first place that down on the inner corner here. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the shade, I believe this is called Shroom. It's either Shroom or Floof. But I'm taking that over top just to bring some more warmth to match the upper eyelid. So it's kind of in this gold color. This goldy green is in between. Does that make sense? Like it matches both? Okay, cool. Glad we had that chat. Okay, I'm going to apply mascara, and then, oh, for the lip I'm going to be using the Lawless Child. This color just goes with so many different looks and I love it. It's a beautiful nude. So I'm going to go ahead and apply that, do mascara, line my inner rim with nude liner, and then I'll be back to show you the final look. Alright, so partially zoomed in, the mascara is done, the lips are done. I will zoom in on the eyes. I used this L'Oreal Air Volume Mascara. I'm still trying it out. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I like the way that it looks on this side, but I still don't like the way it keeps looking on this side. I can't get it to work properly. But yeah, I will zoom in on the eyes. So this is the final look. Let me know if you like the little greeny gold accent on the bottom, or if you think I should have stuck with the same colors from this palette. I would love to know opinions. But yeah, so that's it. Let me zoom out. Wrong way. And that's the lip. I love this peachy nude. It kind of goes with... Oh, my hair clip just popped. Anyways, let's see if it lasts to the end of this video. Okay, that is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed me using the Huda Beauty Rose Gold Palette and the other additional colors I had to bring in. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye!